All right, good morning, good morning, good morning. Connection's been shot, so I've been messing around with different systems here. All right, we should be good now. We should be good. Like I said, should be good. All right, let's go. Perfect, perfect, perfect. All right, we got our news that just came out. Let's see how this plays out now. Here's our news. Just came out at 10 a.m. So let's see how this plays out now. So we have this low here that we have not yet hit in the higher time frame. Do we want to get down into there, or do we want to shift higher now and then go hit them later? Make it a lower low, higher low, lower low. We're trading into a discount here. I wouldn't mind seeing price go higher and then trade lower later. That would honestly not be a bad idea. I'd like to see something like that. We hit this internal liquidity, so we don't need to hit the higher time frame liquidity. 30-second, we have a fair value gap there, so if we inverse that gap, we could probably go higher. Not A+ setup because we didn't hit the low. So I'm going to be staying out of that trade. If that does happen, we'll just observe it, even though I would expect that to happen. 1 minute time frame. Let's see here. We got the order block here. We got these relative equal highs. Yeah, we'll see if it wants to get back up into this opening range, which would be up there. Ideally, I would like to see this low hit first, but if we don't, then we don't. But as of right now, this looks like it just ripped bearish again. Let's see, let it close right there. Okay, we hit that low, hit that higher time frame low now. So how did we play out on all these? These all took the low too, so these are all following each other. Okay. Shit, man. 14%. I'm trying to come to a dollar here. So the dollar came up to that high that we were looking at, so I wouldn't mind seeing a sell-off. So that means it would actually buy up today. But if we do reject this volume imbalance still here, we could go higher, which we actually did close up above it on the daily. Now we're retesting it, so we could go fill up this gap here. Bring us up to that range. It really depends. So we have a low. They all made a lower low, so I'm not really too interested in that. Even on the 30-second here. Well, honestly, you know, like 15 second might have made. No? 5 second? No, they... Actually, this made the lowest low. So there's SMT in the 5 second, but I'm not really a 5 second trader there. Alright, stream health is a little bit better, as we expected. Learned something new today with the connection issue we had the past few days. So how big is this leverage today? Holy shit, yeah, she's ripping. So 5 minute chart, we could go a lot. See what we get here today, baby. I'll be right back. Sorry, I gotta deal with the dogs. How many Top Step X accounts do I got? I got 1, 2, 3. Do 2 more. It means I got 3 now. 1, 2, 3, 4. One more. Cool. It doesn't really matter. So we hit that low now. Higher low there. Exactly what we wanted to see. We had that inversion. We all 3 of these retested. So now we have. So I want to take the buy. We have this fair value gap here. But you got to realize at the same time, we're very bearish. We have a lot of this down here. If we follow suit with this, we're probably going to keep trading down. So we haven't hit the 4-hour gap here that I just marked up. Yeah, I'm still going to sit on the sidelines. Got the rejection block, got this 1 minute for value gap that we just tapped into. Bearish SMT there. About to have a 30-second closure here, which would make me think that this is going to keep trading down lower. We didn't get that. I'm staying on the sidelines. Like, I'd like to take something here, but honestly, highest probability is to do nothing, in my opinion. Like, I really have the urge to want to take something. I mean, we got the higher high here. But we'll see what we can get, you know? I don't see anything like that clean for me to want to like take a buy right now, or even a sell. So we just inverse this here. So we're probably going to rip higher. How's that 2 minute looking? We inverse the 2 minute gap here as well. I mean, we could take a small risk on this here. Take a small micro risk here. It's just the SMT that's really like I'm liking here, but we're just so bearish right now, and this might just hit me out. Yeah, I won't even want to. I want to move this to break even already. I know, like, so fast, but I'm just not really liking how this trade is right now. But we'll see if it really rips up or not. I mean, if this does want to reverse, you know, this could be a really good trade. I mean, we're already up 200 bucks. $200 to be right here. 220. So we just need 80 points. So if we get up to here, we pass the account. But I'm not really just trying to take a trade to pass an account. I'm just trying to stick to the rules in the process, you know. I mean, I didn't want to hesitate on that because it was a setup. It was valid. It had the SMT. It inversed it. I mean, we got all this trendline liquidity up here. We never even hit the opening range, so I think we could rip up to here if it wanted to, but since we're already so bearish, this might just come right back down. I wouldn't be opposed to seeing it come right back down to the level. I mean, I could take out some profit, lock in 250. But I'm just going to be completely numb to the outcome here. I don't really care. Break even or TP. But it did move our 20 points. So basically that would be TP. That would be profit if I was to lock this in. But it's all I need is like 20 points. But anyways, we risked 30. A little less than a 1-to-1 on this trade already. I would say that would be like a B plus setup. We'll see if this continues or break even. It'll probably break even. Like honestly, like you look at the 5 minute right now, the 9 minute. We're probably gonna come right back in here. We got the rejection block. If it gives us something later, I'll take it. I know that was just a little bit early. Got this 1 minute for value gap after breaking structure, so we'll see how this plays out. We got this breaker here. Yeah, it might just dig deeper, hit me out, and then continue higher. I mean, that's just nature of the beast, you know? It's the nature of these markets. Yep, break even. Actually, not yet. The thing is, does price really want to move higher? It's just hard for me to want to take something when we're already so bearish. Haven't even inversed this 5 minute yet. We didn't hit break even yet. I thought we were going to, but we didn't. Yeah, we're hitting this high now. Rejecting there, so we're probably gonna pull back a little bit, probably in this 5 minute wick or so. We'll see. This one trade really does not determine my fucking success as a trader. It really doesn't. I could care less for what outcome. I just know that we inversed this 2 minutes, so I took advantage of the trade. And we had our SMT. So 300, I could lock it in, or just let it go. It's just like we just didn't even hit this fucking opening range. I'd love for it to get up into that opening range there. Just at least to here, you know? That opening range seems like so nice, you know? Let's go to all three of these. Where are we? So yeah, I wouldn't want to see this low taken now. We had our SMT there. So I'd want to see this low stay intact at this point. I'll move my stop loss up into here. So let us do its thing here. Coming up into this fair value gap, we're taking out this internal high. I could close this trade. Wait for something better. Yeah, I don't think we're going to reach up yet. I think we're going to hit my break even. Or my stop profit, per se. 20. 40. Yeah, right there. If I just had one mini, that would have passed me. I don't want to be focused on, like, passing the account. That's the thing. That's, like, what I hate about these fucking evals, dude. Like, we're gonna come to my break even now. It is what it is. You bitch. You bitch. He's got this order block. Got this for value gap. We can see if it could rip one more time. We'll see. I don't really have high conviction. I want to close it out. I don't have high conviction here. Like, it's not really favoring what I like to see. Because we do have that order block we just played off of. I know we're trading lower here, which is a good sign. We haven't hit this high yet. I would say this low should stay intact now. So it'd be this low here. I mean, I might have moved stop loss way too fast, but we'll see. Yeah, I think I did. I'm gonna move right back down. Yeah, see, we never hit that high. We just came right to it, and then we bounced off it again. I'll leave my stop down there. So time is it? 10:18. Yeah, it might reverse back down. We'll see. 9 minute. We got a little bit of time left. We hit the 9-minute rejection block. We're above this high. So yeah, we got bearish SMT there. If you go by the wicks. We tapped that 15-minute high. We would just need a lot of strong buyers to come in right now. I mean, we did just sweep the low. We hit this 4-hour gap. So, I mean, this could buy up some more. Hit the opening range, but I don't want to fucking bet on that too much. No, inverse that 5-minute. Probably going to come back and tap it. And if it taps it, it's probably going to hit my break even. We got this 5-minute inverse here. My stop loss is down below like 50% of that inverse. So we could come tap it. We'll see. New 5-minute just opened. We'll see what happens here. We're Probably gonna tap it. We just did. Oh, we tapped on all fucking 3 of them. No, we didn't tap it on YM yet. That's a good sign, but looks like we're gonna reach down. We're gonna hit the break even. We're not gonna hit the break even. We're down in this 30-second for value gap again. Let's see how it reacts here. Does it react higher? Does it not? I mean, we're back into that order block, which is okay. We'd want to see this low stay intact here. So if we're gonna rip, I'd want to see it rip now. Like, just fucking rip up, you know? This is looking good now. We're ripping up here. Are we gonna reach up to the opening range again, or are we not going to? It's a real question. Dude, we didn't even hit that high. What the fuck? New 9-minute open. Let's see. Does this give us just this wick here and go higher because we inverse that 5-minute or not? I'd say this short-term high is suspect now. This is so fucking choppy, dude. Yeah, I would have liked that to go higher by now. As we break this low, I would probably expect it to come down on in more. Dude, what the fuck? It's crazy. Yeah, we inverse that 30-second. We're probably gonna rip right down to this low. Take me out. Anything could happen. Let's wait for more information, I guess. I really don't have high conviction of this fucking setup. We played out this breaker here. Oh yeah, this is fucking garbage, dude. Closing it out. We'll just lock in 180 or whatever for right now. We'll wait for a better setup. Because we're dripping down into this fair value gap again on all of them. So I'm not really a huge fan of that. Conditions are shit, so. We actually never hit that low in the 5-minute. There we go, now we do. I'm not gonna be hyper-focused here. I'm just gonna wait for something better. I'm going to get more coffee. I'll be right back. Yeah, now I might move higher. I mean, if it does, I'm not gonna be pissed. Let's be like, what the fuck? Yeah, we made a lower low here. Price inverse a 30-second there. Yeah, we just did. Now we might move higher. Ah, man. Yeah, nothing's really looking that good to me. This is hindsight bias now. Like, I can't let this just fade me, you know? I mean, I close that trade, whatever. If it rips up to where my profit would be, then that's cool. I mean, I just wasn't seeing the setup I wanted to see. I just wasn't seeing it because they're all hitting that low, and I'm like, I don't like that. So when they all do that, I'd rather be out, especially in like in this choppy condition. Because like this could easily just pull right back down here now. But at the end of the day, I could have just left the fucking trade open. Looking this for value, I'd probably rip right up to where my profit would be. Stop would be down below here. Yeah, I'm gonna journal this one here. So now we got this 3-minute order block. Let's see if it retests it and go higher. So this is my entry right there. Took the buy here. We had SMT. Targeting these 80 points. There's a bullish order block. It retests it way too many times. So where did I close that fucking trade? Right on the one down. Yeah, we're probably still gonna move higher. So 5-minute inversion actually played out. That's when I closed all three. When I closed when all three tapped. So yeah, I mean, I was learning lesson if it, I mean, it is what it is. I had to do what I had to do. Locked in some profit, I mean, that's all I can do. Market's still chopping around. It's not really giving like a great setup anyway. What's up, man? Took a little win today. Closed it probably a little bit early. I was expecting up to here, but took the buy. Came up. I was up like, I think like $300 or $400 here. I was looking for 80 points, which would have, yeah, that 80 points would have brought me to pass the account again on this one. But when we traded down here, made a lower low, I just closed the trade down in this area because I was watching YM. YM traded into this for value gap too, but now I'm looking at it, it's still valid. I mean, it's just, today's just one of the days where the market's taking a little bit longer to move. Obviously, we in versus 5 minute. I mean, I should have just kept my stop loss at break even. It wouldn't have been hit yet. But, I mean, it is what it is. I'll just wait for a better setup. This is like, even if this does go to take profit, I mean, I'm okay with it because this is just chop right now. I would have loved to see it just run from here and then retest here and then just go for a run up into here. But this chop is not my favorite. I mean, it's possible. It's probably still going to move higher, but it is what it is. I was like really hyper focused on the chart, so we'll see. We'll see. So that was, I locked in 170 on that one, which is all right. I mean, can't complain. Follow my rules. My rules said to close the trade, so I closed the trade. So yeah, so how many, I gotta see how many points that was. So from entry, yeah, I mean, yeah, it's about my rules. I like to take profit at 20 points, but this was a bigger risk. It's about 30-point risk. So it moved for a little over a 1-to-1. So my rules say to close the trade anyway, but I'm so hyper-focused on this damn account, passing this other account. I could be trading the live, but this is live right here, but I'm not. But I want just one more funded. Just one more funded. And then I got these other accounts. I haven't touched these yet. But I got 5 Top Step accounts right here. I got this one. This one's in profit, 593. And then the other one, I have 2. So I have 2 accounts trading on this one. So whenever I place a trade here, it takes on the other one too. But I have 5 accounts on this one. So yeah, this might just come down to break even. I mean, it is what it is. I'm happy I closed the trade. I stuck to my rules. It's just choppy. So I can't let myself get ahead of myself and get upset. Up today, 1 to 2. Fast risk. Nice, man. Nice. Congrats. How big's the account? It's up 11% on the funded. How big's the account? And also, do you need to trade anymore to wait for that payout? Or can you just sit on your hands and trade something else and just get the payout? 50K. Nice. Dude, so that's over 5 grand, dude. Good for you. That's over 5 grand, right? Nice. Dude, just take that payout. That's awesome. 5 grand's a lot in your country, too. So am I doing the math right? 50K account times. So 11.7. Yeah, so 5,850, right? I think I'm doing the math right. Dude, that's so good. That's so good. Good for you, man. Happy for you. Oh yeah, it's gonna rip up to the take profit level. There we go. Damn, son, I would have fucking passed that account. Oh well. Dude, it's just like yesterday too, because like yesterday I took where was yesterday? It was right here, because I took the short yesterday. From here to here, I was up $500. If I closed that one and I just took this one here, same thing. If I closed yesterday's trade there, and then I took this one and just locked this one in, then I would have passed the account. If I just took profit there and then just took profit here. But oh well, this is what it is. Trying to pass it all just on that one trade, and that's kind of just stupid. At the end of the day, it takes you longer. That's crazy. 1.2K a month. Dude, that's so crazy. But yeah, things are probably a lot cheaper there. Dude, our grocery bill is over $1,000 a month for 2 people in New York. Your salary for a month is how much we pay just for groceries. There we go. That was a nice little move. There she is. So sad to see. Yeah, I was targeting right to that opening range there, which you just hit. So I'm going to screenshot this. Let's go into the notebook. Yeah, I want to see how this all played out again in the chop. Trade it down, inverse that 5-minute. Come up to this high. Dude, we really just chopped around here. It was kind of disgusting. Use the volume imbalance, pulled back. Trade lower here, stayed higher there. Yeah, so we'll see what happens now. We got this whole opening range. Let's see if we actually shift up higher. I mean, this could be a real big runner today. I'd love to see it get back up to there. That'd be fat, though, if it did that. That'd be so fat. We did trade down in this range. Took out this high. I'm gonna watch this fair value gap here. Do we get down into it one more time and move higher? Yeah, nothing's clear for a re-entry to me. Like, nothing within this made me want to re-enter. Oh, yeah. Yeah, your pricing is... Yeah, it makes sense on why. It's so crazy how different parts of the world is, like, the pricing's so different. Okay. Dude, the average rent in New York State. Average monthly rent is like $1,600 in the capital of New York. Like where I'm at, I think it's a little over 2,000 for average rent. So yeah, we tapped this for a value gap. I would expect this to keep going higher now. We inverse this 2 minute. So if we inverse this 30 second with this order block here, this could go long from here. I'm not taking that. That's just dumb setup, but I'm watching it though. Observe it as order flows, obviously flowing higher. Nice. That's cool. So we just inverse this 30 second here. I want to see if it wants to act as support now. Does price respect this and move higher? Why is it saying... Oh, man. Dude, I restarted everything. All my time is messed up here. There we go. So I'd want to see this move higher here. Based on this 30 second. Say about 50% of this range here. Get up right into there. Not taking it, just gonna observe it. So yeah, 1 minute order blocks as well. If we push higher here in the 3 minute, that's gonna turn to an order block too. I'd rather just wait though. Let's see what happens then here. The bullish for value gap here. Make that blue. We got the 2 minute inversion right here. So it's all lining together. So those few combined. I'm not taking this. I'm still just gonna watch this here. Ideally, this low should stay intact here if we're gonna keep going higher. Like that fair value gap. Five second traded higher here. Retest this breaker, now moving higher. Go to all these time frames and really just observe how it's playing out. So the 15-second trade lower here on YM, we traded higher here on NQ. Then we shifted higher with speed and displacement, retested here. So even on a 5-second chart, you could have traded this. Take this off. After that 5-second closure, stop here. You target this high. We're expecting higher. But yeah. I don't do that though. That's just crazy. So none of these is... We're all closing up above this 3-minute inversion now. None of these have tapped this 3-minute for value gap yet. From what I see, it looks like we're going to keep going bullish from here. Good 4-minute volume imbalance. Okay, we tapped the 4-minute for value gap here. That's a bullish sign. As long as we hold this low here on, I'd say NQ, right above this low. I'd say if we hold that low, we should go long here. Probably higher up into this opening range. Very risky business, though. That's like how we're trading lower here, but we're staying higher here. I'll risk, oh shit, it's moving higher than I wanted it to. Because we never dug deep into that. I'm gonna take a buy. I'm gonna take a buy. Fuck it. Bad entry. I want to get a little bit lower, but whatever. We'll see if this goes or not. Risk that 20 points. I want to watch all three of these. I don't like that we're making higher high there. Yeah, I wish I had a better entry, so might get hit on a break even on this one. Because my rules say once we take this higher high, I have to move to break even. So that's why I was trying to get a better entry. I was looking at that. So I took this trade because YM hit this fair value gap, but we didn't here on NQ. And I wanted to see if we're going to keep going higher and keep expanding. Which it might just hit my break even. It's probably going to any second now. And if it does, I don't give a shit. Probably just did. Yeah, it's in my break even. It's probably going to keep going higher too. I just didn't have a good entry on it. I mean, I wasn't focused on my execution there. Like, I should have entered down here. When this was trading lower here, when we hit that low. Yeah, look, we just hit that low again. We're just going to keep expanding. So that, I was just going to retest it. Yeah, if I had a better entry there, I'd be in this. Probably gonna rip here. It's probably gonna go there. We're probably gonna go way higher today, honestly. Probably gonna go way higher than that. Probably gonna get up about the midnight. Oh well, let's get a let it be. Terrible entry. Look at that shit. Look at that. Entry, break even, and it literally rips. Oh my god, it doesn't get better than that. Does not get better than that one. Today's not my day. Today is not my fucking day. This also isn't like my A+ setup either. I think that's why I was a little bit hesitant on that trade. Down here, I wasn't hesitant on this buy because this was my setup. A very clear setup for me when we're down here. But obviously I got to work on, like, when we chop around, just be patient, let it go to break even if it needs to. But I think I just had like a little bit of PTSD from yesterday because I took that sell yesterday. I took that sell yesterday and it chopped around for a while within here. And I just let it go to my break even. And then it just went in profit. So I think I had the PTSD from that yesterday. So I mean, I'm human. I can only live and I can learn. But learn from my mistakes and my break evens and stuff, you know? Can't complain. Oh, I don't like that 666 number. I gotta take another trade to get that off. Just even one micro. Right, let's see if there's a setup. I don't want that 666 number on my damn screen. Yo, we're still just retesting that. No, if you really look at the higher time frame here, we're just retesting this area. And we came down again. Wait, no. No, he didn't come down again. I'm just going to take this just to get that number off my screen. Win or loss, I don't care. I don't want that to be 666 as a balance. Hit me out! Come on. That was not a setup, by the way. I was taking just a random ass trade. Yeah, so we're in our 1050 macro. So I want to see what price really wants to do in here. So I want to keep observing price as it starts to play out the rest of the day. Let's go to the 9 minute. So we got 3 minutes left in this 9 minute. If we're going to keep going bullish here, I'd want to set 9 minute close up above this and finish up this wick. I don't want this wick to be here. So we got 3 minutes left to get up above into here. This 15 minute has not been tapped. We came into the opening range, but we never came up above the high of this opening range here. So I want to see how all this plays out. I wouldn't mind seeing just a retracement down into this range and then another accumulation to buy higher from here. Yeah, there we go. Got that damn number off my screen. Good. So yeah, I want to watch this 5 minute for value gap. I want to see if we play into this discount to accumulate to give me another setup to go long from here. So we had one trade that took partials, then we had a break-even trade. So we stuck with the trading plan there for the most part. I mean, I could have held that trade within here. So I'm going to put in my notebook like what needs work this week. My mental game review. I got a whole notebook to focus on. Review 3:15, 24, 10 a.m. trade. That was break even. So yeah, I want to see this 5-minute reach down into here. Down this for value gap. Reach down into there. I want to see what we can get if we get something in there. But if it inverses this 5-minute and really starts trading lower and we get bearish distribution here, I want to look for a possible sell. A higher time frame, we just smoked out all these lows, so I don't really want to do that. So yeah, just wrote that down that I gotta go back and review the break even from today. Without would have just passed my account. That would have been $800 profit there. Instead, only sitting at 150. All good, all good. Can't focus on the outcome. I'm also gonna put down my notes. So yeah, we tapped down in this 5-minute for value gap now. Now we want to watch, see what happens within here. Notice we're in this for value gap, but we're still higher here. And we're still higher here. The 9-minute never closed as an inversion up here. The new 9-minute is open and we're trading down. So this is actually a good sign. We could come into this order block and possibly reject it with a nice accumulation. I know we got bearish SMT on these 30-minute wicks. The 1-hour wicks don't have anything yet. We're at a rejection block. We hit liquidity. I mean, but I was saying this morning, I wouldn't be surprised if the 4-hour traded higher and then we shifted lower to keep going lower in the higher time frame. So we want to see how that really starts playing out. But we took out internal liquidity. We're already chopping, so we can bounce right back into this range that we have here. We tap this gap. Just trying to get everything like in order to see where we are in the higher time frame, because that's what really matters. Like, what's the narrative of price action? I think if we start closing lower, we could go lower towards this wick. But if we reject this area here, even should come down a little bit lower, maybe to here. But if we reject this, I think we could go higher if we start getting SMT on these lower time frames. We just got wick SMT here. So we need to close one of those as an inversion. Notice how this made a lower low on YM, but we didn't here. So we hit this high. We have this manipulation. Wouldn't mind seeing this. Nice inverse here to go long with SMT of some sort. Lower low here, higher low there. But at the same time, if you're bearish, it might just sell off. I'd rather just wait for something. A new 5 minutes is opened. We did not inverse this completely. Notice how the body didn't close down below this wick. So that's could be an indication that we are going to stall here to consolidate. You got to keep in mind, we got all this trendline liquidity here too. All those relative equal lows that we could go for. But if we do hit these lows, I want to see if we can get a reaction, maybe a buyback up from there. It's a patience game now. Because there's already 2 setups to my liking, and I did not take any of them. Well, I did take them, but like I didn't get the full profit. So like I can't just force something that's not here right now just because I didn't make money earlier. It's because I didn't reach my goal earlier. It doesn't mean I have to force something now. I guess got to be content with taking nothing if nothing sets up. So 9 minute down in this order block here. There's no wick on this 9 minute wick here on any of these. What would be really nice if this actually just shorted all the way down below this low and then we got an inversion later to buy up. That'd be cool. Or if we just trade it down to this rejection block, bounce out the rejection block and go higher. That 15 minutes, nice on ES here. 11:02. Down below an NWOG here on ES. Tap this for a value gap. Shifted lower. Honestly, now we're getting really bearish closures here. I want to watch. Does this actually send us down now? Yeah, these are closing really bearish. This might actually just send us down now. From here down to here. So we go down to these relative equal lows down in this area here. Oh yeah, we got bearish SMT there. Yeah, I'd say this is going to actually short down from here. Just like that. I'm taking on paper. I'm not... This isn't my A+ setup, so I'm not taking it on my evals or my live. Oh yeah, I got me and SMT up there too. A 30-second fair value gap right here. Add one more. If this hits me out, you'll see why I'm not taking it on my eval. Because this is not... I don't have enough data on a setup like this. But if we get up into here, which is hit the stop loss, and then shift, that'd be better. Or if we get another move like this. Because we have this entire breaker here. Yeah, I don't like that sell anymore. We'll see. Might play out, might not. I'd say this low down in here. Oh, there we go. Starting to move. See this low right there on the 2-minute. Okay, okay, there we go. That's what I'm talking about. As soon as I say I don't like it. But yeah, I was thinking that high should hold if we're going to go down. We could just come right back up now at this point. We hit this low. So like even if I was in this on eval, I'd close it because we got all these equal highs. We just hit this low here. We didn't hit the low here, so like that's bullish SMT. I mean, I'm closing that anyway. Fuck this paper trade account. Okay, we actually inverse that 5-minute now. Yeah, I don't like the price action either. That's why I'm not taking it on my evals. We can do it. We can try as much as we can to predict where it's gonna go. But man, when it chops like this and it's not really respecting areas, like if it was to drop, like it should have dropped right from here. If it really wanted to, we had SMT at these wicks and everything. It should have just dropped right from this wick here. But since it just came right back on in, it's not really a favorable condition to be in. Even though we still have the liquidity all down here. So we got all this trendline liquidity down here. Like, we're likely to go down there. At the same time, I could favor a buy because just hit this low and we bounce right back in. We could go up to these highs here. This price action is not my favorite. Not gonna lie, it's been kind of like, I don't know why, it's just been like a difficult week. We had yesterday's break even. I had a break even like the day before. So like, here's the day before. I'll bring it over. I had a break even the day before, and then it goes to profit, but it was chopping anyway. It was kind of garbage. And then I had a winning trade here, but then I got emotional and took another trade here, so I had actually a win there, so that was a nice win, but I closed it kind of early here, so I mean I got to work on not closing it early, just letting it go. I did that twice this week, like today and this day, and then I got in early here because I had like some FOMO, and then I took the next trade here. Let's see. Yeah, that's a loss here. And then I got in again here, lost. And then I just didn't take advantage of the next move here. So that should have just been the win. I was right, but I just got in like late. And then on Monday, let's see. That's actually what's happening here in the market. Yeah, we're getting that sell-off that we're talking about. Yeah, Monday, what did I do here? Oh, I took a trade based on inversion, then I closed it early because there's no SMT, and then there was SMT, and I... What did I do? I gotta see exactly what I did here. Focus on... Yeah, here's that trade from Monday. I entered the trade here, and then I closed it out. Because because I didn't like the reaction. So I was going to enter again when the 2-minute respected the gap and then took a long. So that's what happened there. Just gotta have more confidence. I wouldn't even say more confidence. It's just focus on the better execution. Yeah, it's Friday, but these markets should be moving still. Whoever gave the like, I appreciate it. Whoever's been watching me for a while, I hope you guys can see how I've definitely changed my mental game. I've been focusing on that. I don't care as much for a trade-by-trade basis anymore. Focus less on the outcome. It's like the more experience you get in trading, it's like the more these trades don't matter because you realize there'll be another setup at some point. Like you could just take advantage of. Then like when you make a mistake, I mean, it's just a learning process. You know, like I had a mistake today. I make mistakes every week. So, I mean, it's just consistently learning. How can you get better? And I mean, I like learning, so I can't be upset when I make a mistake. Like closing this early, what I should have just done is, I know it's hindsight, but I should just left my trade at break even and then still anticipate price to move those 80 points that we got in down here. Move these 80 points, you know. So, yeah, and then I took this other trade here, which wasn't A+, but I think it was worth the risk because it was a good continuation setup with SMT. So I did that. Now I'm just not seeing nothing. Yeah, it's 11:12. Not seeing much right now. I mean, I consolidated a lot in the morning. You know, there wasn't really much movement here. So maybe we get some more movement in the afternoon. That might be what happens. I'd pay attention to, if you're trading for the rest of the day, this is what I'd pay attention to. I'm not trading until like later. I'm not going to be live streaming though. I'd pay attention to the 11:50 to 12:10. So within this time, where are we in price action? And do we start to get a setup within there? Do things look more clear? So right now, it can go higher or lower. It doesn't really look like it can go anywhere. Like I don't know where it's going to go. Or it can just go sideways. But over here, this is when a macro happens. So if we consolidate in the morning, which we are, we're likely to see some movement either in this time, or if you go over to, same thing over here, you go to 12:50 to 1:10. We'll see there. Oops, I did that the wrong way. Should be this one. 12:50 to 1:10. Or you just go from 1:30 to, honestly, I'd say 4 o'clock. So that 2.5 hour range. So if you're trading anytime before 1:30, I'd say these are the 2 times to focus on. I wouldn't do it in between. And then even here, you can even define it into those 20-minute macros within here. So like 150 to 210, and then really just 2 to 3. There could be something good. Or if you're looking between like, you can go to like, I don't know. It really depends. Usually trades don't set up between like 3 and 3:15, but then 3:15 till 4, there might be something. Okay. Like, you look at yesterday. Yes, there's a setup right at 3, but this was still like an iffy setup. I was kind of actually looking for a buy to continue here, but it didn't happen. It's traded down lower. And like this was kind of choppy all the way to like 3:30. And then we shifted up here. Still wasn't really anything for me to want to get in. There's no inversions. There's nothing clear for me to get in there. Nothing was really that clear until we got over here when we made this wick down on in, and then we rejected this inversion over here. And then we actually continued up towards this high here. So this was actually the setup, in my opinion. And this setup actually happened at 350, say like 355, 357, right before market close. And it's the market on close macro here and hits TP after market close. So, yeah. But this is just shit, dude. You don't want to trade this. It's worth saving the account. So, I'm happy on the day. Made some profit here. Could have made 800, but instead made 150. Not really too worried. Stuck to my rules about probably like 80%. But yeah. Take it easy, guys. I love y'all. Peace out.